I wanted to sweep her off her feet. Did it occur to me to do such a thing? To take a blanket into a dusty room and think it's romantic? With no lights, with no fan, heat, dusty, no window is open. Hi guys, my name is Tife, aka Cake Daddy. So I want to share a personal story with you guys. It's about my first relationship in secondary school. And it's a very funny story every time I look back and think about some of the things I did, some of the things that I wish I could have done better. But there's a bit of backstory as to why I did some of those things. So before you judge me, just listen to what I have to say and why those things happened. I beg, please. But before we get into the story, if you like this video, please click the like button and please subscribe and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any awesome content. Alright guys, let's get into the video. So my first relationship lasted for about 5 days and I learned quite a lot from it. I learned that I did not know a single thing about how to manage relationships. I did not know about what ladies like or what ladies want. And this was because of partially because of the way I grew up. I went to an all-boys school for 3 years, so I did not know how to relate with girls. I did not know how to be confident, how to have that braggadocio. I just didn't know anything about it. So even though if a couple of guys from the all-boys school actually had relationships with girls, I did not know how to bridge that gap. So and some other things happened to me when I was younger. So things that really affected my confidence, my self-esteem, things that I would not really get into in this particular video. But I feel those are the reasons why this happened, and those are some of the things that I had to learn going into further relationships. So the beginning of my senior year in secondary school, we call it SS1. Beginning of my senior year in secondary school, I changed school to a mixed school, to a mixed boarding school. Imagine going from a day school, a posh day school where you're eating ice cream, where you're going to mass using fork and knife, going to a boarding school where people are fighting for meat. So I switched secondary schools, and it was a mixed school, so the opportunity for relationships to relate with girls and stuff was there. I remember I was writing WAEC. Someone comes up to me and says, "There's this girl that likes you," and I'm just like, oh. Honestly, it was a big shocker, because I didn't consider myself as fine or sexy as I am today. It was quite a big deal for me, because no one had ever come up to me and say I like you or have affection for me. I'm not sure. Even if people did, I might not even notice, because like I said, I had no idea of how these things work. So me not knowing what to do, I asked some of my guys and they were like, big bro. But I didn't know what exactly I was supposed to do. Was I supposed to ask her out? Was I supposed to take her on a date in my secondary school that nobody was allowed to leave? Was I supposed to do something very, very, what's the word now? Very spontaneous. So my guys were like, just talk to her for a bit, and if you feel that you should ask her out, ask her out. And me, I won't lie, there were a lot of things going on in my mind, and things that were not so they were not, I don't know if you know what I'm saying. And it was because when I went to this mixed secondary school, I saw things happen. Secondary schools are not pure. I saw and heard things that happened. So, when peer pressure gets to you, you're just like, I'm about to leave secondary school. I've not, done things. and I need to experience what this thing feels like. I'm not lying to you guys. That's what was in my mind, and I guess that's another reason why it ended the way it ended, because I feel that I was in a relationship for the wrong reasons, and it just crashed in my face. And I wasn't so sad about it because my reasons were wrong. I wasn't looking to, bond with somebody or love somebody in that kind of way. So I walk up to this girl and I say that, okay, I heard that someone told me that you like me, and I was even when you're struggling, when you don't know how to do some of these things. So I decided to speak to her for like a week, and then I felt I knew her enough, which was another big mistake. So I asked her out and she said yes, that she agreed to be my girlfriend. And I was so excited. I was just like, but what I did after was why this story is funny. When you don't have a lot of experience in some things, everything that you've seen over time kind of influence the way you think about certain things. So I used to watch a lot of movies, and in the movies I would see scenes with this romantic scenes where people are on a picnic, with a blanket, listen to music, and then things occur. So I wanted the first day to be romantic. I wanted to sweep her off her feet. I wanted the first day to be very nice, very bougie, But when you're in secondary school and you're not allowed to go out, I decided to improvise. I remembered an empty, dusty, dark space that people used to do things, and I thought, okay, maybe we should, have the date there. I literally took a blanket, guys. I'm just like, why? Every time I remember it, I'm just like, why did I? How did it occur to me to do such a thing? To take a blanket into a dusty room and think it's romantic. So I asked this girl to meet me in this particular space, and then we meet up, and then I asked her. I literally laid the blanket on the ground. I'm literally laying the blanket on the ground, thinking it's a picnic, and with no lights, with no fan, heat, dusty, no window is open, and I go with the best intentions. I ask her to come in, sit on the blanket, and I go and, do you like music? And she's like, oh yeah, I like music. Oh really? Which kind of music do you listen to? Like Sade, NER, or maybe like Neola, Shay Shay. That's really nice. So I literally give this girl earphones to listen to music with me, trying to hope that something romantic will happen. I think it was very, very silly, but I didn't know anything about relationships. I didn't know how to, make things romantic, all those things. I didn't know how to do it. So a couple days later, this girl comes up to me and says, she thinks that maybe we should just take a break. That now she really thinks about it. She's not so sure that she likes me, and I'm just like, okay, no problem, that's cool. So after we break things off, I just think about it and I wonder, was it me? Was it what I did? Maybe I was not the best boyfriend for 5 days or something totally different. But I feel that I learned a lot from this experience, and I've learned a lot since then, experiencing everything I've experienced after that. So I've never really been in a long-term relationship in that sense, but I know enough now to say, okay, I might know a bit more of how to have handled situations. So that's my really embarrassing embarrassing story about how I tried to be romantic by copying a movie. I don't know. So if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any awesome content. Alright guys, see you guys later. Bye. Before we get into the story, if you like this video, please subscribe and Jesus. Okay. Why is your brain not working? Why? Come on, think. Okay, see, think still good. Go, EBT, but baby.
Maybe you should take it slow.